Step back in time and witness the dramatic transformation of Los Angeles, from open landscapes and early film lots to soaring skyscrapers and bustling freeways. Every photo reveals a hidden chapter in the making of this iconic city. Join us as we explore. Looking east on 3rd Street at Grand Avenue in 1955, you can see the top station of Angel's Flight far off on Olive Street, long before Bunker Hill was completely transformed. Moving into the 1960s, this is the top station of Angel's Flight, showing an excavation site on Bunker Hill. By 1962, residential buildings on Bunker Hill were demolished as Angel's Flight continued to climb the steep hillside. In 1965, aboard Angel's Flight, 22-year-old Stephanie waves cheerfully on her way to work at Broadway stores. Around 1965, looking down at the intersection of 3rd and Hill Streets, Angel's Flight continues to transport passengers up and down Bunker Hill, while all the buildings on the right have already been demolished. In 1965, looking from the corner of Hill and 3rd Streets, the steep 33-degree incline of Angel's Flight, most old buildings on both sides were demolished for redevelopment, with the 3rd Street tunnel on the right. In 1966, viewing Angel's Flight during one of its final years of operation, as most buildings on the hill were demolished to make way for development. Around 1960, capturing the Vincent Bridge in San Pedro under construction, which would become the 4th longest suspension bridge in California. By 1963, the Vincent Bridge nears completion, linking San Pedro to Terminal Island. Assemblyman Vincent Thomas fought for 19 years, passing 16 different bills to make this monumental suspension bridge a reality. Around 1964, one of the world's largest car carriers at the time, Volkswagen's Johann Schulte, docks at the Port of Los Angeles. Hundreds of VW Beetles line up waiting to be shipped to dealerships as the newly opened Vincent Thomas Bridge looms in the background. In 1988, traffic flows across the Vincent Thomas Bridge at dusk. Skeptics predicted less than 2,000 vehicles daily, taking taxpayers 40 years to pay off the $21 million bridge. Yet in its very first month, it averaged over 9,000 vehicles a day, paying off most debts within 20 years. Moving to 2009, capturing the Old World Cruise Center terminal at berth 153 and the Port of Los Angeles Clock Tower. Opened in 1963, this iconic facility even served as the backdrop for the famous TV series The Love Boat from 1977 to 1986. In 1963, an aerial view of Mount Olympus as the first of 2,500 guests arrives for a hilltop housewarming party for a 300-acre development with homes priced at $150,000 each, sitting 1,500 feet above sea level near Laurel Canyon Boulevard and Mulholland Drive. Looking southeast, with the Park La Brea Towers visible in the upper right. In 1962, an aerial view captures the Santa Monica Freeway under construction near the Harbor Freeway, with downtown Los Angeles in the background. Construction was slow and gradual, displacing residents along the route, until a Goodyear blimp finally helped cut the ribbon for a 4.5-mile stretch in 1965. Around 1965, an aerial view of downtown Los Angeles looking directly above the Santa Monica and Harbor Freeway interchange. In 1969, looking north as the Harbor Freeway cuts through downtown Los Angeles. In the distance, you can see the new Department of Water and Power building, the Music Center, and City Hall. In 1962, a night view of Los Angeles and City Hall looking southwest over the Santa Ana Freeway illuminated signs for the French restaurant Tykes and the Times shine brightly on a rooftop in the background. In 1967, viewing the General Office Building for the Department of Water and Power on the left and the Dorothy Chandler Music Center on the right, looking across First Street from a parking lot where the iconic Walt Disney Concert Hall stands today. In 1959, looking east from above over the intersection of Wilshire and Fairfax where the Miracle Mile begins. The May Company building, built in 1939, stands in the northeast corner, directly across the future site of the Seibu department store, later Orbach's, and today the famous Peterson Automotive Museum. In 1950, looking northwest across the intersection of Fairfax and Wilshire Boulevards, showcasing Simon's Drive-In restaurant on the northwest corner. Nearby to the right, a billboard promotes Ador Milk. In 1959, looking east along Wilshire Boulevard from the west near Ogden Drive, Hancock Park and the La Brea tar pits sit on the left, while office buildings and numerous billboards line the right side of the street. In 1959, looking east on Wilshire Boulevard from east of Spalding Avenue, Hancock Park and the La Brea tar pits sit on the left, while office buildings, including a Financial Indemnity Company building and a Cadillac billboard, appear on the right. In 1962, an aerial view looking west over La Brea tar pits and La Brea Park towards Curson and Wilshire, visitors lean on fences to peer into the tar pits. In the background center sits the May Company department store, while a billboard along Wilshire invites onlookers to fly Delta. Around 1965, an aerial view looking east showcasing the Miracle Mile along Wilshire Boulevard with the Los Angeles County Museum of Art and the La Brea tar pits in the foreground. Around 1965, an aerial view captures the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. Behind it lies the Park La Brea Towers apartment complex. To the right of the museum, the La Brea tar pits are visible. Built in 1964, the museum sits right at the intersection of Wilshire and Genesee in the lower left. In 1968, 3 life-sized replicas of massive imperial mammoths stand beside the tar pits, right next to the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, visible in the background. Around 1978, looking south on La Cienega Boulevard at Olympic Boulevard, as a 1965 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray turns left. In the background on the left stands Ship's Restaurant in iconic Googie architecture, while the menorah on the right sits atop the Beth Am Synagogue. In 1956, an aerial view looking southeast revealing several buildings of 20th Century Fox Studios. Constellation Boulevard runs from the lower left to upper right, intersecting Olympic Boulevard, with Beverly Hills High School athletic field visible in the upper left center. In 1967, an aerial view looking southeast, highlighting key landmarks like Gateway East and Gateway West, the Century Square Shopping Center, Prudential Building, 1901 Building, Century Plaza Hotel, Century Towers, and Century Park East Apartments. Around 1969, a postcard view looking northeast over Century City. The Century Plaza Hotel sits on the left center, while Olympic Boulevard curves down towards the middle. The 20th Century Fox Film Studio lies in the lower right, with Hollywood visible far in the distance. In 1969, earth movers haul a fraction of soil away from Century City. A staggering 2 million cubic meters of dirt was excavated to make way for the entertainment center. In the background stands an office building for the Century City Medical Center, along with the Century Park Apartments built in 1966. In 1971, an aerial view of Century City looking south. Santa Monica Boulevard sits in the foreground with Pico Boulevard in the background and Constellation Boulevard connecting the two. The ABC Entertainment Center is under construction in the middle, directly across from the Century Plaza Hotel, while the 20th Century Fox studio lot lies in the upper right. In 1968, an aerial view looking east along the runway at Hughes Airport. Loyola University and Westchester are visible on the right. Back in 1940, Howard Hughes bought 380 acres of Bologna wetlands for $500,000 to build an aircraft manufacturing plant and a grass runway. Around the 1970s, an aerial view places the California Federal Plaza building right at the center, surrounded by sprawling commercial and residential areas. Commercial signs nearby display names like Vandekamps and Prudential, a location that later became known as Museum Square. In 1979, a panoramic view from Los Angeles City Hall looking northeast from south of Highway 101. Iconic landmarks emerge into view, including the Terminal Annex Post Office, Union Station, and the LA Plaza. In 1968, an aerial view looking north over downtown Los Angeles with the Harbor Freeway and Hollywood visible in the background. Notable landmarks rise above the skyline, including the Eastern and Columbia Building with its clock tower, the Texaco Building, One Wilshire, City National Bank, the AT&T Building under construction, and Union Bank Square. In 1971, an aerial view looking southwest over downtown Los Angeles from high above the Hollywood freeway. The distant Pacific Ocean gleams on the horizon. Take note of the cleared area right in the center, representing a major portion of the massive Bunker Hill redevelopment project. In 1968, looking south on Flower Street toward 5th Street, the California Club sits on the left while the Richfield Building stands as the tallest structure in view. Empty parking lots dominate the foreground. Around 1975, looking west on 5th Street toward Grand Avenue, showing the Los Angeles Central Library appearing tiny against the towering Arco Plaza towers. On the left is part of the Biltmore Hotel. After completion in 1972, the Arco Plaza towers were the tallest buildings in the city for a year and stood as the tallest twin towers in the world until the World Trade Center in New York City was completed. Around 1979, looking west on 5th Street at Grand Avenue, showing the One Bunker Hill building, originally the Edison building, on the right, with the Engstrom Apartments further back. The Central Library appears on the left beside the two massive Arco towers in the background, and the skyscraper rising in the center right is 444 Flower, later known as Citigroup Center. Around 1967, a view from City Hall looking south over downtown, the LA Times building in the foreground has been expanded, the Atlantic Richfield building still stands, and the redevelopment of Bunker Hill is still underway. In 1980, a view of Bunker Hill from City Hall looking southwest, offering a clear view of the Westin Bonaventure Hotel built in 1976. The LA Times building and annex stand in the lower center, while the Junipero Serra State Office building sits on the right before its demolition in 2006 to make way for the First Street Federal Courthouse. In 1976, an aerial view looking southwest shows the Westin Bonaventure Hotel under construction at the southeast corner of 4th and Figueroa. Behind the hotel stands the Union Bank building, and in the lower right, a microwave tower sits atop the Madison Complex Pandem office building. In 1968, looking east on 4th Street as it crosses over the Harbor Freeway from the southwest corner of 4th and Boundary, on the right, the edge of the Union Bank building completed in 1968 can be seen. In the distance, the AT&T Madison Complex building stands out with its prominent microwave tower. In 1987, looking east on 4th Street as it crosses over the Harbor Freeway from the southwest corner of 4th and Boundary, on the right, the edge of the Union Bank building is visible. From the bustling streets of downtown to the towering modern skyline, Los Angeles never stops evolving. If you enjoyed this journey through time, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing historical views, and leave a comment with your favorite transformation. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Thank you for riding along with Old Photo History. If you love exploring the past with us, a small tip via Super Thanks would be a huge motivation, going a long way in helping us discover and produce even more engaging historical content.